Things are looking lush and green here in the Shenandoah Valley. It's had a little bit of a rainstorm. It's been a long time since I've done a video, and enough of you have asked. I'm gonna bang one out. I'm gonna do what's called chili Colorado. It's one of my favorite Mexican dishes of all, and it's a braised beef dish. And I'm gonna show you what it looked like. All right, so the sauce for this sort of thing is gonna start with dried chilies. These are California chilies. These are the only ones I have now, but I've already made a sauce with these and anchos and pasilla peppers. So what I would do is remove the stems and the seeds and then toast these in a dry pan. And once I get them toasted, I would then submerge them in either water or stock, let them steep, and then blend them up. And that's what I have here done ahead of time. All right, so this is the veggies I'm gonna use to start my braise, I guess you would say. You could add carrots to this, you could add bell pepper to this. This is what I have, this is what I'm using. I normally wouldn't use a red onion, but this is what I have, so this is what I'm using. And here we go. All right, so I'm just gonna use maybe this much of the celery and all this like extra growth, all these leaves and stuff. I love that stuff, tasty. Well, it's kind of a sorry looking bit of celery, but I'll cook it out to get the water out of it anyway, so it's still good for a flavoring agent. All right, what I have here is a chuck roast. It's got some good marbling in it, a little bit of fat. I'm gonna take some of the harder stuff out, like that stuff, but this intermuscular fat's really good for this, and it's gonna be good for a braise. So I'm just gonna cube this up. So like you see a piece like this, I don't really want that portion of the fat, but I want the beef. So I'm just gonna sort of cut that out. It's just kind of, it doesn't cook down that well. It's kind of hard. All right, so this is my meat all cut up, and that's just the harder fat that like I said, I can't do much with it. So I want to get this crusty. I'm gonna sear it in batches. So I'm gonna season it with salt, black pepper, some cumin, and this is the good stuff. This really comes through, and I love it. And ancho chili powder, also really good stuff. But these spices are create a crust that are going to give us texture and flavor later on. All right, so I got my Dutch oven here, my small one. This is a canola olive oil blend. I've been using a blend more lately because you get a better smoke point on it. And like I said, I'm just gonna sear this off in batches. Try to put the spice sides down, and then I'm gonna spice the other side. You don't want to crowd the pan because you want to sear. So that's about all I'm gonna put in my first batch. All right, so when you're searing that off, take your time. Like I said, you want those spices to toast, and you want a bit of a crust to form. So just let it go. I might let it go 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes before I even stir it. And I'm only gonna put a hard sear on one side anyway. All right, so I'm gonna give your garlic a little bit of a smash, and then it'll come right out. Boom. I'm not going to go to great lengths to mince this stuff up. Just going to slice it. That's it. Alright, so while my meat is searing, I'm going to cut up my maters. Y'all down with the Tom Petty, man? I love Tom Petty. So these are going to cook down. So I'm just going to coarsely chop them. And this is going to help, all my veggies are going to help sort of deglaze it. Alright, so at this stage you got to be careful. Cast iron holds its heat. You don't want all those beautiful bits to burn. So I got my celery, I got my onion, and I got my garlic. Get that in there quick. Maybe with just a little dash of oil, a little salt, a little pepper. I'm just gonna cook these down a little bit. Alright, go in with my tomatoes. And they're gonna cook down too. Particularly when I put it in the oven. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is put a lid on this and let it cook down for about, I don't know, 15 minutes max, just so those tomatoes will break down. Alright, let's see where we're at. Ooh, steamy. So my tomatoes, you know, they still got a little bit of, they're not completely dissolved, but that's alright. So, up next, I got my chili sauce that I made, and again, this is like 3 different peppers that I toasted, and then I steeped in chicken stock. And that's the flavor, and the chili Colorado, that's the chili. That's the major flavoring component. Now I'm gonna go back in with all the meat that I seared off. And just give this a stir. Alright, so just gonna add a little bit of homemade chicken stock, just so I know all the meat's covered. And now I'm gonna put this in a 350-degree oven for about 2 hours. Alright friends, so that's basically the gist of it. Now when that comes out of the oven, I will show you what it looks like, but basically you can roll that up with some rice into a burrito, put some cheese on it, bake it, come out with some cilantro and salsa. If you want, you can serve it just in a bowl with rice. You can serve it with tortillas and some avocado, however you want to do it. But that's the chili Colorado that I love so much that I usually get at Mexican restaurants. And I just want to say thanks for watching my videos. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. All right, friends, here's the big reveal. That is tender, delicious chili Colorado. Now I'm gonna serve mine over some cauliflower rice that I just seasoned with salt and pepper. What I don't have, and I wish I did have, was some cilantro. Just a little garnish. It looks pretty, tastes delicious, but anyway, this will do the trick.